What's up guys, Anthony here with Empire Music, empiremusic.com. So kind of back in the saddle here with an Empire 58 precision bass. I don't even know how many videos I've done on these instruments and the numerous times I've talked about them in the new this week. If you're not familiar with those videos, if you scroll through our YouTube video, generally myself or Joe, more me on that side of things, on Monday mornings we released a video called New This Week, and it features just the newest stuff that's come into the shop. And if you're not familiar with that, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and you'll get that stuff, you'll get notified that that has posted. So if you want to see our new inventory, that's a great way to see it on a weekly basis. Plus you get to see my smiling face bright and early on a Monday morning if you're so inclined. And if you really want to get to a level of personalization, sign up for our email list. There's also a link below in the description to do that. And you can see my bright and sunny face right as soon as you start that work week at 7:15 in the morning. I know that's the time you'll get it because I'm the one that hits send on those emails. But we always show off the Empire 58 Precision bass, something that we're very proud of here in the shop. Real quick, kind of the story on that, and again, I've said it a lot of times, so I won't spend too much time on it. Really just want to showcase this particular one, which is in a beautiful Lake Placid blue finish. I love it. Sort of this bass came about. I still own a 2018 1958 custom shop, black with a black anodized guard, and it has the 62 hand wound pickup in it, soft V, 57 soft V neck. Love that bass. It was really the kind of where my love affair with the Fender custom shop as an owner. I'd sold them prior to that. Really kind of came in, and there's a video out there from what that would have been filmed in 2018 or late 2018 or early 2019. And you can literally see my face kind of light up when I kind of fell in love with that instrument live on the camera. If I remember when I put this on YouTube, I'll put a link to that in the little cards or maybe in the description. But anyway, I owned that bass, and there was, over a year or so of playing that, there were some things I wanted to change. Or some things that I just wanted to get sonically out of it, specifically with round wound strings. I wasn't getting out of it. And the neck profile, that 57 soft V, started to feel a little bit chunky to me, particularly in playing faster stuff. When I was playing, very whole note, or that's even the wrong way to put it, just more simplistic passages, it was fine, but I needed to have some more facility on the instrument. It started feeling a little bit cumbersome to me. We had great success as a shop here with our Empire 67 Stratocaster, Telecaster. I don't know the timeline when the Super Strats, those were probably out too, the HSH and the HSS. Great instruments. We got to the point where we want to build a custom bass. Decided to do an Empire 58 build, which is what I'm holding. I made some just very slight tweaks sonically and comfort-wise, I feel like, to these basses, but they're really based around my 2018 1958 custom shop. Sorry if that was a weaving and winding road to get to this point, but they're great basses. I think they're the best things going. I own a white one. We just got two in. I'm showing you the Lake Placid blue in NOS. We also got black in NOS. By the time you're watching this, who knows what's going to be here, but while this was here, I just wanted to kind of go back over the bass, showcase it again, because everyone here at Empire Music is very proud of these basses. They sell very well. At this point, we've probably sold close to 40 or 50 of them. We never have more than 2, 3, 4 at a time to come in. So what's interesting with this and kind of the carryover features that we get from these over to our exclusive 67 lines: roasted alder body, roasted maple neck. In the case of this bass, it's a one-piece roasted maple neck. Our 67 Strat, sometimes you'll see them with the rosewood boards on them. But one-piece quarter sawn roasted maple neck. Now the big thing here is the pickup. It's our Empire 58 pickup. It is based on the 62 hand wound, but what we didn't wind it quite as much, so we sort of split the difference between the late 50s and the early 60s. We'll get into some sonic examples with this, My initial reaction to that, and every time I play one of these, and my eyes, you can, if you ever come in, you can ask Brent who I'm looking at. You look at me, I look at him, and my eyes kind of just lit up right as soon as I played this thing, because sonically this thing is really, really right on. You get the compression of the late 50s, but you get some of the output of the early 60s. There's a very fine line there. It really takes the nuanced ear to, I think, pick that up. I'm not necessarily saying that I have or had that. Maybe I do now, but it really was working here and playing the different basses that allowed me to really hear the nuance between those eras there. So that's kind of what's going on with the pickup. The roasted maple neck adds a little bit to that sound. The roasted alder body adds a little bit to that sound. I love the comfort of a 60s oval C neck versus the 57 Softy, which is a fine neck profile, but a little chunkier. This is like really what developed into what the modern C would be. It's very at-home feeling. One of my favorite visual aspects of the instrument is the non-roasted skunk stripe with the roasted maple neck. Didn't plan that. It was kind of a happy accident. When they came in, I remember taking it out of the case and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Didn't plan or request that. They just did it, loved it. And you'll notice on master built versions of these, very interesting. We've done some videos on that, some beautiful Austin McNutt and Andy Hicks basses, had a Vincent Van Tricht, and we have some Levi Perrys coming in. Maybe by the time you're watching this, they are here. But that skunk stripe will be walnut. So that's one defining factor of it. Although I love it on here, it's a nice touch having the walnut strip on there. It's a nice way to separate the master built thing to our stock level stuff, which is still beautiful. Reverse gear tuners, 1 3/4 at the nut. So really, it is a little bit of 50s and 60s voicing, but really playability wise, we're dipping way heavy into the 60s. And obviously with the red torque guard, it kind of, really brings that to mind when you see a bass like this. But with the maple neck, obviously, one piece, which is cool. So sonically, show you what I mean by what I think about the compression on it and like kind of how responsive an instrument like this is. Obviously, I'm limited because I can't put my hand back here to palm mute, but we'll just move our hand around, play with the pick a little bit, and just notice how different the note sounds with this pickup. You're always going to get some of that with a P bass, or any good bass for that matter. Where you play dictates how that note kind of projects, blooms, sustains, all that stuff. But check it out. So we'll kind of play in the normal position and we'll attack light to heavy. Right, that's a light medium attack. Now we'll attack heavy. Check it out, we'll isolate some like single notes there. I really think it shines up in like the middle to upper register too. Like just that difference in the way that note is. So very, again, very, very responsive for this instrument. That's why I love these things. And that's not even moving my hand around, so we start to engage the different areas of playability there. And you add in a pick. I know it's just a P bass and I don't want to sound, I don't want to take it too out of proportion, but it really is a seismic difference there where you got everything that kind of reminds me of like that old, it almost has like that growly, the gruntiness that you get out of like an EB3 or an EBO. A little extra top end, but if we roll that tone knob off, and then all the way back to here, it almost flirts with jazz bass territory. We will take that tone knob all the way up. That sounds great with some overdrive, which I happen to just have here conveniently. I got 3 pedals here. Westwood from Earthquaker Devices, the Nightwire from Earthquaker Devices, and the classic Echoplex delay. But just that with overdrive. Absolutely destroys. Now we go back to just P. So we go from just that jazz bassy thing. Obviously still has the P character in it. No one out there mistake what I'm saying. That is still a P bass sound. It's not as bright and punchy as the jazz bass, but it flirts with it. Kind of the same way the front pickup in the jazz bass flirts with the P bass thing. But you've got all that thick, just really, really fundamental P bass thing going on at the core. Roll some tone off of that. Yeah, it's my favorite thing. It's just my favorite basses. I'm biased, but so what? I'm also the one on camera, so that's what I'm saying. Love it. Such a killer bass. Love this finish on it too. So let's go a couple different tones. So that we'll go back to the overdrive thing. Again, Earthquaker Devices Westwood, pretty saturated on the drive. I top a little Nightwire on there, which is like a trem. So cool. Love it. So the thing about that, yeah, we're covering up the sound of the bass with a lot of effects on there, but it's also a testament to the bass. Like P basses always play really, really well with pedals, I feel like, because it has such a nice fundamental in it, even with that night wire that's sapping out a little bit of low end, admittedly, but that's really not why you'd use a pedal like that. It still really rings true. You hear some of the bass, some of the effect, such a nice pairing. Now, pop that Echoplex delay on there, we get into some really, really big stuff. So without the overdrive, always fun to start stacking effects and making some noise, but they're great basses for that. So we get just meat and potatoes playing. Right? All that typical bass stuff is cool with the P bass. All that effect stuff's really cool with the P bass. Again, I'm biased, but I guess I kind of have a right to be because we designed these here in-house and we're super proud of them. So the Empire 58 Precision Bass from the Fender Custom Shop, only available here at Empire Music. I've shown off a lot of them, but I love the Lake Placid Blue. I'll put a link below to what is currently in stock. If you need something, give me a call, 412-343-5299. You can also just email me to anthony@empiremusic.com. Thanks for watching.